All right, welcome, y'all. It is Texting Tuesday on this beautiful, and I do mean beautiful and glorious Tuesday morning. It is May 18th, and I'm so excited to be sharing some time with all of you today. And I have a fun title for today. We're gonna pretend like we're MacGyver, the real estate matchmaker today. And what I mean by that is we're going to get super creative. We're going to take whatever we have and try to meld together some real estate deals. Try to put together some real estate transactions. So I'm going to show you a couple of different scripts and methodologies you can use, and even more importantly, ways of thinking, and how you can proactively be a problem solver and a conversation creator, so you can close more clients, right? That you can find more clients to work with. I don't even like the word close more clients. So you can find more people to help and serve. That's what it really is. But before we get started, a couple of things. As always, I got to make sure, and I'm sorry if I'm screaming loud. It might be the audio might be odd, modulating or whatever. Let's make sure that we are live first and foremost. So do me a huge favor. Do me a huge favor, because the more of you who like, comment, and potentially even share, the more people Facebook shows this to. So if you're on Facebook, do me a huge favor. Like, comment, and share. Smash the like button or the heart button. Comment, let's go, or excited, or like Sherry did, morning. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to the channel and smash the bell so you're notified of new content like this, Texting Tuesdays, and other content as well. And then Mike Smith, good morning to you, kind sir. And then if you're watching on LinkedIn, I've been asking for the clap engagement icon, and certainly comment and share as well. I'll also point out to you that in the description is the link to the Real Script Vault. It's just realscriptvault.com. Check it out. We take what we do on these Tuesdays and put it in a more formalized and organized fashion for you for a very small fee. And I would say that most people that are members of the Real Script Vault are finding a ton of value and really enjoying it. Harvey, good morning, sir. On Facebook with you. Right on. Okay, so how are we going to play MacGyver? How are we going to play MacGyver? Well, I've got some notes here. We're going to do a couple of different things to try and put together opportunities. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to share my screen. And then the second thing we're going to do is we're going to think about ways we can leverage segments of our database to create more conversation opportunities. So, give you an example. Number one, yesterday, I had a preview appointment with a for sale by owner, and I think it was Doug. Mike, maybe you can confirm. I think the first name was Doug. Yeah, Douglas Ebner. So this all happened yesterday. We started texting with him. By the way, if you would like our 3-step FSBO script, text script, for how you can get preview appointments with FSBOs completely through text message, just comment below and Mike or I will get it to you, or shoot me a private message, or maybe we'll even try to add the link in the description. But we used the 3-step script that I use and recommend, and we got this preview appointment. And so you can see here, it's a lot of back and forth. Let's see here. This is Josh with eXp Realty. Is your home at 82 Jacobs Drive? Jacobs Creek Drive still available? Yes, it is. Terrific. Are you willing to pay a fee? Only if you can provide an offer that can cover the fee. Got it. When could I come take a quick tour? Would Thursday work better for you? Anytime is good for us, say around 12:15. Can you come by today? Anyway, I ended up coming by today. And so one of the things that I like to do after So two things I do after a preview appointment like this. Number one, since we don't have, good morning. It's Josh with EXP. Thanks for the tour yesterday. What's a good email for me to send you some follow-up info? Thanks. Okay, so I like to try and get their email if we don't have it. We're using My Plus Leads. We're using My Plus Leads for our for sale by owner leads, and sometimes they have an email address for leads, and sometimes they don't. So that's first and foremost. I want to get their email because I like to send them a video email follow-up, and I'll look for ways that I can provide value to them. For example, if they haven't filled out a seller's property disclosure, which is required in the state of Pennsylvania, I'll send them a blank seller's property disclosure. I also will try to create some doubt in their minds in that follow-up about whether they're going to be leaving money on the table by selling it on their own. Okay. Now, that's not what we're going to worry about today, though. What we're going to do today is I'm going to pull up a segment of the database, hopefully anyway, that we can tease this property to and maybe get some showings, maybe get be able to put together an offer. Let's face it, if this property were on the MLS, it's been listed for 4 days. If this property were on the MLS, it would probably already have 3 to 5 offers. But because it's for sale by owner, they've had some people that said they were interested, but they don't have anything concrete yet. So there may be an opportunity. There may be an opportunity for us to get under. Well, here's what I would say. I am finding it easier if the timing is right and I can bring a buyer to get a for sale by owner to say yes, than when you're competing against 10, 15, 20 other potential offers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to my Smart CRM in KB Core. Right now, I'm using KB Core, but the reality is, whatever you're using, you need to figure out how you can make this work. Okay, you got to make modifications, and if you have questions, ask in the comments. So I'm going to filter. We're going to do property interest. I'm going to do Hershey. I'm going to do 400,000 to 500,000. Apply filters. All right. Looks like we're still bugging out with the new version. Let me try and switch back to the old version. Oh, are you kidding me? I can't switch back to the old version anymore. Let me just make sure that that was the problem. And if it still is the problem, I have plenty of other MacGyver-like ideas for today. So we'll apply filters. So it's still showing nothing for Hershey. Is it just that it's Hershey, or is it that it's bugging out? Yeah, it's just that it's buggy. Mike, is there still a way to switch back to the old version of this? Do you know if there's still a way to switch? Because it used to be able, we used to be able to switch back and forth. So just bear with me for a minute. Well, actually, while we're waiting to figure that, I'm going to switch gears entirely. Okay, we're going to switch gears entirely. We're going to version 2.0 of MacGyver. So I have been pretty successfully, not since this morning. Dang it, Mike, can you reach out to them and let them know that the property interest filtering does not work on the new platform? Can you send them a support ticket on this thing and let them know that the property interest filter does not work in the new version? Thank you. Okay, so I have been pretty consistently listing a property per week, and every property that I am listing, I run a property listing ad with street text, which, by the way, if you're not using street text, go to growwithjosh.com/ST, growwithjosh.com/ST. start their free trial, check it out, hit me up, comment, send me a private message, shoot me an email. I put together a bunch of bonuses and resources for folks who use my affiliate link to check it out. So I've been using Street Text to generate to generate leads for every listing. Okay. And what I'm going to do now is we're going to take a couple of those segments and we're going to send them a listing similar to what they had expressed an interest in to see if we've got, to kind of create some conversation opportunities. So I'm going to go back to sharing my screen. And let's see here. I'm going to, let's go over here. Let's find a listing first. So I'm going to find a listing first that I can promote. Looking in NOLA. No upcoming open houses. Oh, this is at Fair Hill. Okay, I thought that was Fair Hill. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this MLS number. Okay, I'm going to copy this MLS number, and then we're going to go back to the Smart CRM, and I'm going to search by people that have a certain hashtag here for a listing of mine that I listed and pended and is now pending very close by. So, so that property is a property one neighborhood over from mine. Okay, it's one neighborhood over from mine. So this listing is a similar listing to that one. Okay, this listing is a similar listing to that one. So I'm just going to do a quick scroll through here, and I'm going to do this a couple of times so you guys kind of get the idea here, right? So you get the gist of this. So I'm going to go like this. I'm going to send a mass text message because it's Texting Tuesday, and I'm going to say just listed in Hamden Township. LMK if you'd like more info or a private tour. Thanks, Josh. And I'm going to put the MLS ID, and I'm going to say also send the listing link. Okay. Now, if you can't do this, it's okay. Like, don't get caught up in the minutia here. Don't get caught up in the minutia here. If you can't do this exactly the way I'm doing it, find how you can do this. Okay. Don't focus on why you can't do something. Focus on how you can do something, right? Look for how you can do this thing or that thing or the other thing. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and send that. Now, I said I've been doing a lot of these. So I'm going to pull up 413. This was another one of my listings. Now this one we listed and went under contract a couple of weeks ago now. And I'm going to do this a different way this time. What I'm going to do this time is I'm going to go to my MLS because I'm going to show you how, you can get creative with this. I'm going to go to my MLS and I'm going to find a similar listing to this listing and I'm going to send it out. And I'm going to send it out with KV Core with the MLS ID, but understand that you could just send them the link to the listing. So let me show you what I would do if you were using a different platform or something where you couldn't do what I just did, where you just take the MLS ID and pop it in there. So we're going to find a listing here. This was in Mechanicsburg School District. And we're going to say price range 400 to 500. Go results. And let's see here. Oh, these are all new construction, it looks like. All right. Well, let's go up to 550. Wow. All new construction. Oh, wait a minute. Wow. This is a twin semi-detached for $550. What is our market coming to? That is impressive. That is impressive. But we're going to run with this one. So what would I do, or how would I do this if I didn't have the ability to just take the MLS ID and pop it into KV Core and have them send that out? What I would do is I would email this link to myself. Okay. I would email this link to myself. Actually, I would cancel here. I want to make sure that I'm going to say, click this email. I want to make sure it's doing the right view. Yeah, I don't want the agent full. I want the client. I want client one page. And then I'm going to hit email. And then I would email it to myself. That's not myself. There we go. For text message is the subject line, and I would hit send. Okay. Now, in my inbox, there will be a link that I can then take, and I would shorten that link. I would use something like bit.ly or something along those lines. If you've got rebrandly set up, which I do, you could create a short link for that. But I would click on it here, and I would click the link. And so I would copy it. I would copy that link. You can go to bit.ly, just create a short link. Bit.ly is free. Nope, sorry. Log in. Oh, they have upgrades too, but I'm just using the free version. Create a link, paste it in there. Great. Now I've got this short link that I can use so it doesn't take up a bunch of text in the text message that I would send out. Okay. All of that said, I've got KV Core because I'm at EXP, and EXP is the bomb and gives us KV Core for a nominal fee. So I'm just going to grab this ID. I'm going to go back over here. And in this case, we have I'm just going through here, quick little, and, for those of you wondering, well, I guess I would say, if you have questions or, you're curious about any of this, please let me know. If you're wondering, like, well, what if this isn't their price range, or what if that, or what if X, Y, Z, whatever? The reality is, it still will start a conversation. One way or another, you're starting a conversation. I'm only going to send them to the street text leads. So we need to grab this here. There we go. So I'm just going to send them to that just as a way to, Dan Pispis. Wow, that's nice. Real nice, buddy. I took it down to 16. We're going to do a mass text message. I'm going to populate that. Whoop. We need that. And was this just listed? How long has this been listed? Days on the market. Yep. So I can say just listed in Mechanicsburg. SD, 5-bedroom, 4-bath. If you'd like more info or a private tour, LMK. Thanks, Josh. Bada bing, bada boom, let her rip. There we go. There we go. Now, let's do this one more time. One more time. That was terrible. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, you all. I'm sorry I subjected all of you to that. We're gonna celebrate. Anyway. And yes, I'm fully aware that my voice is horrible. I have a voice for radio, but not for singing. Not for singing on the radio. Just for like, whatever they call it, DJing. Okay, so this is another segment. This is in another, so the first one was in one particular township and school district. The second one we did was in a different school district. This one is yet also in a different school district. And what we find, at least locally here, is that oftentimes, people are looking in a specific school district. So I'm going to pull up the school district we're looking for here. Excuse me. We only have one available right now. One. Wow. And it's been on the market for 16 days. What is wrong with this? Oh, they actually raised the price. Good for you. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. Well, we're going to blast this out. Just do a quick little search through here to make sure that there's no one here that I should remove. We got 65. We're good to go. We're going to mass text. We're going to put this here. We're going to include that. Still looking for a home in East Penn. Check this one out, and LMK if you'd like more info for a private tour. Thanks, Josh. Okay. Bada bing, bada boom, let her rip, and off she goes. Okay. Now, I've really just barely scratched the surface on this, right? How else could you kind of MacGyver together? Well, you could look if you've got if you've been using street text and you've got some. Oh, this is a great idea. So I met with yesterday morning. I had a listing appointment with a street text seller lead that had come in late last week. Okay. Which, by the way, again, growwithjosh.com/ST, growwithjosh.com/ST. If you're not using street text, you got to check it out and let me know so I can send you the bonuses and resources I put together for you. Had an appointment with them yesterday morning. They definitely want to sell the house. They're not ready to sell it yet, right? But if we had a buyer, they'd sell it. If we had a buyer, they'd sell it. So I could search if the dang filtering was working correctly. I could filter out. You know what? I'm going to see. Will it work by Perry County? By the county level. You can't search by. Ooh. Here we go. So this is a perfect MacGyver move. This is what we're going to end on. Perfect MacGyver move right here. So you can see here. Let me pull up my street text. Okay. Let me pull up my street text. I have been running a buyer campaign for a specific county north of me. So I live in Cumberland County. Perry County is just north of me, but it's literally like right over the mountain. Like it takes me 5 minutes to get into Perry County, 5 to 10 minutes, depending on which direction I go. And I've been generating leads. With this offer and working them. This was not my idea. This was one of my lending partners' idea. See all available 0 down homes in Perry County. Okay. So I'm going to go back over here. I can segment out. I'm going to go Perry 0 down. Whoops. I got to spell it correctly, first and foremost. Come on. Come on. There we go. Okay. So, I'm going to, you know what I'm going to filter out though? I'm going to filter out by new lead. I don't want active leads, because if they're actively engaged, I don't want to, I'm going to apply 220. Holy moly. We've only been running this campaign for a little while. Look at that. Well, that's pretty crazy. Whoa. So there are 220 total, but only 153 when I filtered down to new, which that's pretty crazy. That's how many active. So a third of them or thereabouts are active in the system. That means they're engaging, they're looking at properties, they're texting us back, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So I'm going to send these. Oh, I hit mass email. I could send them a mass email, but we're going to send them a mass text. I'm going to say, morning. Are you still looking for a home in Perry County? BC, I have an off-market property in, is it New Bloomfield? Where was that one? Hold on, bear with me a second. I don't remember where I was yesterday morning. Yeah, New Bloomfield. In New Bloomfield. Coming very soon. Okay, if you're interested. Thanks, Josh. Now I went over my character limit. Morning. Let's see if I. Boom. Bada bing, bada boom. That's MacGyver right there. That's how you MacGyver stuff together. All right, I have to wrap up because I have our daily huddle that I do for my organization every Monday through Thursday. Oh no, I wasn't sharing my screen that whole time. Doggone it. Oh man, I hate when I do that. Well, I'll have to maybe reenact that for everyone. I should have been looking at the comments. I'll have to maybe reenact that for everyone. But unfortunately, I do have to bounce. I do at Monday through Thursdays, 11 a.m. Eastern. I do a daily action huddle for my organization. Which, by the way, if you're curious and you're interested, maybe you're even thinking about EXP and you want to come check out one of the huddles, just let me know. Comment below, shoot me a private message, email me, text me, whatever. Send a carrier pigeon. I'll have to give you my address if you're sending a carrier pigeon, if that's even a thing. And I'll be happy to get you a link. We'd love to have you be a guest on, and check out what the huddles are all about. Thanks so much. Go out and be a MacGyver real estate matchmaker. And as always, if there is anything at all we could do to help or support you in any way, shape, or form, please don't hesitate to ask. Thanks for spending some time together. Sorry, I forgot the screen share at the end there. But